aim assist is the most heated debate in gaming history, and it is no wonder that it continues in Apex Legends. As such, I grabbed 4 people who are pro aim assist and 4 people who are anti-aim assist to duke it out in a intellectual debate. This is mouse and keyboard versus aim assist.
Aim assist provides an unfair advantage to controller players over mouse and keyboard players in Apex Legends.
Oh, they're gonna... Okay. I was gonna say, there's no way to step forward.
I love that hook thing. I'm gonna stop like real quick.
There's no way. So we've been working on this for quite a long time now, and it's super cool to get everyone together, even though it's just 3 people on one side and 4 on the other. And of course, I'm going to enter this with a fresh mind and with no biases. We're going to be completely open-minded. We're not going to be taking any sides for this video because we want to know the truth. So yeah, let's dive into it. All right, let's check it out.
Okay,
I like
so
the stage setter.
Number 1. If you agree with the prompt, step on the box. Aim assist in Apex Legends levels the playing field and makes the game more accessible for all players.
So I totally agree on this, because when I first started playing shooter games, it was actually when the Apex came out on the February, I guess 4 years ago. So basically I was horrible at the game. Even with aim assist, I never played shooter games before, so I was pretty bad. I couldn't hit a single shot. So I guess without aim assist, casual players and new players, even for shooter games, I mean a person who never played shooter games before and tried to play Apex for the first time, it would be very bad, and he would probably never came back to the game if aim assist wasn't there, you know, to do a little help for all the new players and casual players.
It's not a terrible argument, but like, man, okay. I feel like he's not wrong, but it kind of sucks that it's been normalized to the point where, oh, there's no aim assist, I'll just go play another game that has it.
Okay. I think that aim assist is really important for the majority of players, because the majority of players are playing on controllers, and controllers aren't very good at shooting mechanics. And I think we always assume that just because it's like the thumbstick, that's like the aim stick, that's a little bit inaccurate, but like the movement stick is also inaccurate as well. It's slower to start moving and slower to stop moving. And if you even used just a thumbstick apparatus with your mouse, you'd see how inconsistent and how shaky that makes your aim as well. So I think just unfortunately, due to the fact that most gamers play on consoles, Apex needs a stupid large player base that is always active to even get one game going. It's just very necessary that that's accessible and something that everybody can grasp, and that more people can grasp than just like hardcore, really serious gamers. We need these dads, we need the kids who just like could jump on every so often, and we need them to have some sort of success to keep playing.
But okay, so you guys now who disagreed with the prompt, feel free to join the discussion on top of the box.
Oh boy.
You know, I agree with needing the aim assist part for like you know, casual players. I think console doesn't need aim assist, but like PC, everyone's used to MNK. I know casual people who play on MNK. You don't play Apex or like COD or any of those games due to like aim assist. What's the point of like playing when you know that the other enemy isn't better than you? You just abused aim assist. And another thing, you don't really need aim assist in today's games. Like aim assist is just like a way of fixing a hardware issue, because analog sticks and like they're just horrible for aiming and accuracy. Just like gyro aiming and so many more like things. Like I don't know why you're not able to put in an MNK and just use MNK. But yeah, aim assist, I guess like if it's for the console people, I don't really care. I don't mind. But for like PC community, yikes. Ugh.
So basically, you just said that for mouse and keyboard players in the PC lobbies, aim assist is not necessarily. I guess Apex Legends is the game that most need on aim assist, because movement in this game is very fast and very, you know, without aim assist, without being able to do like those crazy flicks mouse and keyboard players do, we would be basically destroyed by any PC players, because all those tap strafes and movements and octane jumping, if we don't have aim assist, we won't be able to react properly to those movements and to the skills of the characters like I said, Octane and Vantage. characters like that. So I guess aim assist on a game like Apex that is so fast, it's basically very very needed.
It doesn't seem much fair when you give us something that works in the background to counteract the movement that we learn and practice.
I was
with
about
hundreds
to
of
say,
hours,
yeah, like
and
one
that actually depends on if we're
like
having.
one side gets it, just gets it per default, and then the other, like, to counteract something that everyone else just works about. I mean, I just want to add, I'm sure these guys will do a great job arguing for it, but I just want to add that also the first thing that comes to mind here is that yes, like, yeah, controllers, you might have aim assist and it might offset like movement and stuff. We didn't have like these advanced movement techniques weren't discovered until what, like, depending on the technique, like 1 year or 2 years or 3 years into the game's lifespan. So I can also see it obviously existing as a counter, you know, as these techniques keep coming up, but I don't think it's like there just to counter that. It's more of a, like they said previously, like just more accessible, which I still don't think is a good thing.
Man. Oh my god.
Alright, who wants to start us off?
Definitely. Like, versus movement versus everything. Why do you think, like, in ALGS, MNK players are just swapping over to roller? Because it's the easier input. It takes less strain to use, and just like the skill floor is a little bit higher, you know, to get used to the controller, but the skill ceiling and getting good with it, it's just so many times easier with MNK. Well, not with MNK, but with controller, I mean. And with movement, like, it's so much easier to track, like, sudden movement changes in Apex, like, with the controller, thanks to aim assist. Like, moving left and suddenly moving right. Like, I'm using my brain, my hand, like, hand-eye coordination to track. So if you suddenly move right, I have to process this, and then suddenly you're moving right, you move left, I have to suddenly go left now. Like, while a controller player just constantly tracks you. Many times I watch ALGS, people just saying, if he was a controller player, he would have won that fight, and that's just appalling.
Not wrong.
It's antithetical to competition.
It's funny you said that, because I said the exact same thing. If you guys didn't catch the ALGS playoffs, actually one of the main reasons that Ascend didn't end up winning the whole tournament, the whole Pro League playoffs, like in London a few months ago, was because Kashira snuck up on Imperial Hal, and he didn't one-clip him. He caught him off guard, looking the wrong way, but because Kashira is mouse and keyboard, he got him for like 100 damage. And they ended up losing the fight despite a Giga Brain sneak up, and thus they ended up losing match point and not winning the whole tournament. I just want to add that. I even told him when I met him at the hotel later. I was like, damn dude, if you were a roller, you would have won that. And he was like, yeah, he would have.
So I just got a question for y'all. Does anybody here have less than, everybody is over a 1 KD, right? Like on y'all side?
Pretty
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
Okay. So assuming that, like, well, not assuming, but we know that most of the community, a vast majority of the community, is controller players. And if you have a 1 KD, that means you are winning most of your engagements. Period. You just, especially in a game that this isn't TDM where you shoot somebody,
all right,
you knock them, and that counts as a point. You have to kill them and then help your team get the rest of them. So that means that you are doing all right against controller players. All of you. You are all doing pretty well against controller players. That kind of contradicts this idea that controller players are 100% unkillable and they're just like, not
God damn, he just cooked them.
Moment.
He just did it.
You're probably doing pretty well.
But I mean, I do want to add, it doesn't, it's a pretty good counter, definitely, but I think it just misses so much context, right? I think if you would isolate a controller player and a mouse and keyboard player around the same skill, then a controller player would just win every time in like a 1v1 situation. But obviously there's a lot more that separates who wins a fight or who gets a kill or not. So obviously that wasn't the point he was making. He was saying, oh yeah, they're not unkillable. But obviously if it comes down into an actual fight, then the roller should probably win most of the time. Assuming all the other things are equal. Moving on.
Also in this game, are they just non-existent in this math, or
No,
what?
they're existent, but they're a lot fewer than the controller players. So if you had less than a 1 KD, then you could argue that you're mostly winning against MNK players, so you're better than most MNK players. But then the majority of the group, which are controller players, beat you out, which would give you less than a 1 KD. But if you have over a 1 KD and like 90% of the community is controller, then you're beating a lot of controller players on a daily basis, on a game, on every single game.
Do people playing in 3-stack have a higher KD than people solo queuing?
Sure.
Yes.
Do they? Do they? So there's more to
Probably.
KD
But I don't
than
see that.
just playing controller versus mouse and key. There's
No,
more
you're
to.
correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He just dropped the.
What do you think the average KD in this game is?
Probably less than 1. Definitely less than 1.
150, 170, 180 with the controller, and he dies, feeds, doesn't qualify for LGS or whatever. Just because of that, it just hurts everything, every aspect of LGS.
Yeah, aim assist is just like it's hypocritical to have aim assist in like a competitive game. It's it's antithetical to competition itself. And aim assist in controller gameplay on FPS is just boring. I think ALGS would have way more viewers if it was just a mouse and keyboard only.
That is very debatable.
Mouse and
Might be
keyboard
true.
is just more fun. One example is Rainbow Six. And at 2 leagues, controller died because it was boring.
Okay, people who disagreed with the prompt.
Actually, I will agree with that.
I'm actually also going to.
Oh, they just turned everyone's ginger's mind. It's
Okay,
awesome. I love that.
Aim assist makes the game more boring. And
That was
he used
Pablo.
the rainbows. Yeah,
Okay.
Pablo. He used the example of Rainbow Six. So basically, for me, I watch a lot of LGS, and for me at least, it get a lot more enjoying when the host started to the game and a lot of controller players, because when it was the majority of players with mouse and keyboard, it was just all those charged rifles, G7 scouts, longbows, and just from a mile away, just popping shoots and trying to get some damage, and no rush at all, no fights, and just like G7 scout heal, G7 scout hit 2 shots heal, and I
don't recall fully, but I'm pretty sure this is a meta thing. I don't think that has to do with like what input it was. People definitely still pushed with mouse and key.
think that is good for the game. So when the controller players get into the game and the aim assist is stronger on close range, I guess that forces the players to engage in a lot more fights in close range and get all those
I see where he's going
cool
with it though.
fights to watch and those R9s, That's my opinion.
The ring already does that without needing aim assist. Just the ring.
Yeah,
itself.
but I don't want to wait 20 minutes to ring too close so I can see that, I want to see fights along the match too,
I mean, I slightly disagree. I mean, you say because teams now have controller and they have aim assist, they are more high likely to take a close range fight or just a fight in general. I mean, I don't think that's very true because I mean, I'm not sure of the current percentages, but I mean, I'm pretty sure most, if not all teams, except for like 100 Thieves, have a controller player.
92%.
Yeah, so I mean,
Jesus.
nobody is more likely to get into a fight because they have aim assist. They're going to get into a fight because either they believe they can actually win the fight and they're better, and not because I mean, most teams have a controller. It's not going to be a fair point to say that let's go fight these guys. We can easily one-clip them. They don't have a controller.
Also, ALGS is not about fighting and throwing games like in pubs or even low ranked. It's about who can win, who can stay alive. That's why you have 10 squads in like the final ring, like 1 pixel ring. Not because they don't want to fight, but because they actually want to win.
Yeah.
And by winning, you have to stay alive. That means not fighting till the end.
I was just saying that you said the aim assist make the game more boring. I don't think it does, and that's why I said what I said.
Okay.
But yeah, I agree with you that LGS is not about the fighting and it's about the winning. But I don't think aim assist makes the game more boring in LGS.
All right.
Okay, the next prompt is mouse and keyboard should have aim assist too.
Ooh,
Step forward if you agree.
there has to be. Oh, not a single person agreed. I was gonna say, I don't think either side wants that. That's just not a solution.
All right.
That's awesome. I love that.
Okay, everyone who disagreed with the prompt, please step forward now.
Man, this ain't Halo.
Yeah, this ain't Halo.
Aim assist on keyboard and mouse. If I ever find someone using that or like playing a game with that, I'm unfriending them. I'm laughing at their face. Hell no. That is just a horrible.
I think mouse and keyboard already has a lot of features that I said before. So yeah, not aim assist, please.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
well-
even play the game if I had aim assist. That's just not
Yeah, I
fun.
wouldn't too. I would quit. Yeah.
It would not be rewarding. I mean, go on and just shoot people and easily kill them. It's not exactly fun.
Damn.
Yeah, mouse and keyboard have a lot of features, way more than controller, so NTCs will be not fair to them.
It's so hard to find people who then show up. I normally do like a casting call on Twitter or my Discord or anything. I'll link that and actually a form for another casting call we're doing in the description. But it's so hard to find people that show up, that fill the requirements, and then actually like do a good job while, you know, they actually stick around for the entire duration of the video. These are super hard to get. Gamers are notoriously flaky. I'm at that point where I'm about to just book, like let's say we need 8 people, I'll just schedule 12 of them and then just let whoever shows up have take part, because this is ridiculous. We're currently out of 8, there are 5 people left. That is absolutely crazy.
The next prompt is: aim assist is necessary for all controller players to play properly. Step forward if you agree.
I think there's 2 people from the left, right? Okay, no, nobody from the left, I guess. There's only one guy from roller as well. Oh, they changed their mind. I was right.
Okay. You guys took a while.
I just thought that I just haven't seen a single controller player playing without aim assist, and he's actually been very good at the game, so that's why I agree with the prompt.
I see
Yeah, I
that.
guess I can agree with Revenant. I mean, I really doubt that. I know it's not really even about skill. I don't think it's all that possible to, I guess, so be that good on controller without the aim assist help.
I think like without aim assist, competitive in controller would be basically impossible. So without aim assist is what makes controller viable in a lot of games, mostly Apex.
Okay, people who disagreed, please step forward.
Fuse in the background. There we go. And Octane, of course.
Oh damn. Sorry. Yeah, you guys are forgetting about technology. We have it.
What?
Aim assist is a barbaric way to like divide, like you get the like different like skills levels of MNK and controller, closer together. This gyro aiming, like you could just have motion control, like moving your controller a little bit.
You get to use
and
your
that
whole arm.
simulates mouse movement.
Yeah.
So like Splatoon 2, like if you guys have a Nintendo Switch or something, those people like they know how to aim with just using like the controller, and they just use gyro aiming. Like only reason why I don't think like Apex even has gyro aiming is because Xbox just doesn't have like gyro motors in their controllers. Like there's no reason for aim assist in the modern day. It's just a horrible solution. to
I
fixing that
don't
problem.
agree with the statement because aim assist is not like game changing or like a feature that requires a lot of things to use it. So you can like obviously you will not play the same using it or using it because it's level. Oh, like this thing, the way it feels when you play. Yeah, you're used to play like with some kind of feel, kind of aiming, and then if you don't have it, you will play different, obviously. But if you can keep doing it, you will just get used to it. So it's not like a game changing thing. You can play either way, the same. It's not like you're gonna be completely other person or like have 10 KD or 1 KD if you use it or you don't use it.
Thank you so much to all the guys for actually joining this debate. There were some issues before, but at least we got people to, come in here and talk it out. If you guys enjoyed the video, of course, hit the like and subscribe. And if you disagree with any of the points, if you agree with any of the points, go down in the comments and let's just fight it out there, I guess. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more Jubilee style content, check out the video on the screen. And of course, I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.